The first photo in the Monochrome open section is called Langebaan Beach and it scored 10, which is silver for a 5-star worker. I like the beautiful rocks in front, the contrast between the lighter and darker rocks, and the sky is beautiful. In a landscape photo, you should never have the horizon in the middle, so you should either have more rock with the horizon higher up or more sky with the horizon lower down. The horizon should always be on a third, a fifth or a seventh. In this case, with the beautiful rocks, I would include more of the rocks and less of the sky. Remember that water must always be level, so just make sure of it. Benson scored 13. It is a COM for a 5-star worker. Well done, Himan Meyer. The light has been handled well and is in focus, and I like the frame around the photo. For me personally, I'm not sure that I like the white spot in his eye. Maybe he should have looked straight ahead, but it's a personal choice. Spiny Leaf Drops scored 11. It's gold for a 4-star worker. Well done, Heather Aspling. The photo has immediate impact. The focus is good, and I like the 3 water drops on the leaf. The crop is very tight, and the front of the leaf has been amputated. Even on top and at the bottom, the crop is very tight. The Big Space scored 11. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Margaret Finn. It is an interesting photo. I like the composition and the repetition of the wooden beams and the leading lines. It gives a dimension of depth, and the depth of field has been handled well. A little bit more contrast might enhance the photo. Maybe try the photo in black and white instead of sepia to see what difference it will make. Ver Genoeg scored 10. It's silver for a 5-star worker. It is an interesting storytelling photo. The monochrome conversion has been handled well. Just remember that with a staged photo, you have time to set it up. There is repetition of blocks or squares, and the carpets that are skew and not line up breaks the repetition and look wrong. The flashlight created a harsh shadow of the toilet roll stand on the floor. Meeuwe scored 10. It's gold for a 3-star worker. Well done, Dix Miller. I like the diagonal line that the poles form, and the focus is good, from front to the back. There are different triangles formed by the birds in the photo. The only negative is that some of the whites are burnt out. Mist on Mountain scored 11. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Sadie Glibbery. I like the composition and the position of the person in the road. Unfortunately, there's a lot of noise or grain in the photo, and the tree to the left that is amputated could rather have been left out completely. The crop is a bit odd. It is not a rectangular, but also not a square. Misty Morning scored 9. It's gold for a 2-star worker. Well done, Michelle Hamilton. The photo is sharp right through, and I like the angle of the boat. It is just in the middle of the photo. Rather crop some of the foreground off to place the boat in a stronger position. I know that you wanted to include the reflection, but it does not really add to the photo. In the Rapids scored 11. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Jacobus Oukamp. Nice action has been captured, and the viewer can see the expression on the rower's face. The mono conversion has been done well, with details in the blacks and the whites. Smiler scored 12. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Robin Dubois. The light has been handled well, and I like the model's pose. There are still details in the blacks, and one can differentiate between the black shirt and the black background. Hazel scored 11. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Karine Dubois. It is a very good photo. There's detail on the model's skin, the focus and the lighting is good. I like the composition too. It's a well-deserved gold. The frame is very thin and gets lost in some places. Miss Teen scored 11. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Himan Meyer. I like the placing of the model in the photo. The negative space to her back makes for an interesting and unusual crop. The light is excellent, and so is the monochrome conversion. Woning scored 10. It's silver for a 5-star worker. The light has been handled well with good details in the whites and blacks. I like the different blocks in the photo that gives it impact. Got It scored 11. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Jacobus Oukamp. The ball has been included in the photo and there's good action. I like the expressions on the players' faces, how they are focused on the ball. There's good detail in the blacks and whites. The only distraction is the skew fence at the back. Spire scored 12. It's gold for a 5-star worker. Well done, Karine Dubois. The diagonal line, formed by the model's arms, makes for a good composition. The monochrome conversion has been done well, and there's enough detail in the blacks and whites. The model stands out well against the black background. Well done, Karine. This photo, called Benson by Iman Meyer, scored 13. It is a COM for a 5-star worker and was voted as best in section for Monochrome Open.